of Murder Mystery, they also got a sequel announcement, and this one is kind of a surprise to me because when I saw this movie, I actually really liked it, and I wasn't expecting to like it, but I really did, and I thought they were both really good with each other. I thought the chemistry was awesome, and they didn't have any teaser or trailer to show here, but they did have an interesting way to announce it. They kind of did it over Zoom call and stuff. So yeah, I think one of the selling points of this movie or this franchise now is that they work together in a really awesome way that makes it very entertaining, right? So yeah, I'm glad that it got a sequel announcement now after all this time because I kind of didn't think it would because at that time there was no news about it, and it did perform well, and it's I think it's also one of the top 10 performing movies of all time for Netflix, but it
Yeah,
had
yeah.
no news of a sequel or in talks for a sequel or anything like that. So it's kind of a surprise for me, but a very happy one. I really liked the first one, so I'm very much looking forward to this.
It actually did get announced, KC, a few years
Oh,
ago for a sequel.
really?
Just just yeah, just as it came out in 2019. I think it was like that month or a few months after. It wasn't too long after they announced kind of a sequel was in the works for Murder Mystery, and then there was
Interesting.
nothing for ages. For ages, there was absolutely nothing, and then numbers came out for Netflix's new top 10 before kind of Army of the Dead was added to it, and like Murder Mystery was number 7 or 8 on it, and like in the article that was published, it also kind of dropped that Murder Mystery would get a sequel, but like there was no kind of official thing kind of
Right.
out there, but like it was kind of it was in question for a time because you know what, Jennifer Aniston, I think she's on that Apple show,
Morning show?
uh, the morning show. Yeah, that's pretty big right now. They're filming that right now. Probably why this was over Zoom. I think Adam Sandler is doing this really interesting movie. I want to get the premise for it because it's I want to describe it to you because it's insane. But I think he's shooting that, and he's also doing a movie with LeBron James or with LeBron James production companies. That's probably why they weren't actually in person at the Dome. But yeah, they are announcing a sequel to this, and the first one, no spoilers, but it did end where you could do a sequel. It
Yes.
basically said, "Yeah, we'll do a sequel.
I
We'll do a sequel."
loved the ending
Uh,
because it tied
yeah, it was
back to
cool.
something we are familiar with. The
Yeah,
train?
it's yeah, it's like murder mystery. Like it's kind of a mixture of Knives Out,
Yeah.
of Clue, of um, Orient
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 Express,
Express.
yeah.
You know, those kind of
That
movies
train
all
was
put together.
called Orient Express at the
Yeah,
end. So
yeah,
I just
yeah.
loved
It's
that.
just it's brilliant. So, like Adam Sandler, like, but people don't like Adam Sandler. Fine, I love him. He's a huge star, one of the biggest stars of all time. His movies make bank. Average audiences love his movie. They're gonna watch it. Jennifer Aniston, they love her as well. Put the two of them in the movie, it's gonna be big. But like when this movie was announced, murder mystery. Okay, cool. I was expecting like somebody dies. You have like Kevin James, Rob Snyder, David Spade, Chris Rock, like all of his buddies kind of in this movie popping up for cameos and stuff. But actually, in terms of Sandler's comedy, it was very
Yeah.
grounded. Like it didn't have that kind of cheesy element of like a Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, or his recent kind of Netflix movies, of those kind of stupid jokes, stupid characters. This was actually pretty grounded. The jokes were grounded, the characters were grounded. And of course, there's some unrealistic things, but like not too unrealistic. There wasn't like people falling from buildings or anything like that. It was grounded enough. I thought the comedy was very well done. It was well delivered. The cast, the surrounding cast, was none of his kind of old buddies. It was just of actors. Luke Evans was in it. He was very good. And then a lot of unknown characters. I think a lot of those characters were international kind of actors, so maybe that's a reason to it as well. Because then Netflix is international, so there's characters from all regions of the world. So then, like, if you're in a certain country, oh, I know that actor. Oh, he's in an Adam Sandler film. I'll watch this. There's something for everybody. So that's probably why that happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very grounded. And Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler play off well with each other. Just Go With It was a movie that came out in 2009. That was a big enough success in terms of box office as well for comedy. So yeah, there's. I'm not surprised that this was announced for a sequel. He is a Netflix guy. He's one of the main guys. They signed to a long-term deal. I think it was for 6 movies back in 2000 or 2014. The 6 movie
Yeah.
deal expired. They signed him to another 6 movie deal because his movies were being watched on Netflix that were bringing engagement. He has a comedy special as well. You should watch it. It's pretty good. Stand up, and he's seen songs and stuff like that. So yeah, he is a Netflix guy, and anything that he wants to make for Netflix, he can make it. And there's no surprise that this is happening.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited for this one. Um,
And can I wanted to I want yeah, he's doing a movie called Man of Bohemia,
okay.
where he's an astronaut, orphaned as a boy and raised in the Czech countryside by his grandparents. He overcomes the odds to become the country's first astronaut. And it's based on a book, and I've read about it before. But he goes to space and he meets kind of an alien, but it's an imaginary alien. It's in his head, and he's kind of yeah, he's in space with this alien inside a spaceship. So
I'm sold.
his next movie. That's what his next movie is. But it's not supposed to be a comedy. It's supposed to be kind of like a dark kind of character study. And
Nice.
Paul Dano is going to be in it. Paul Dano's
Oh,
in it, so
nice.
it must be good if Paul Dano signed on for, and Kerry Mulligan. So like the cast
Nice.
is awesome for that. And yeah, I don't know if that's coming to Netflix or if that's going to be in theaters. But like Uncut Gems wasn't the director of this actually has directed episodes of Chernobyl, Breaking Bad, The Walking Dead, so he's a pretty good director then. But like Uncut Gems was like
Yeah.
A24, but then internationally it premiered on Netflix. I don't know where it premiered for you, but
Yeah, it was on
but
Netflix
here
here.
it yeah, so I could see something similar happening because because he has such a strong deal with Netflix, they want his movie, any movie, whatever it is. So yeah.
All right. I'm definitely sold for that. Um, but yeah. Yeah, so that was all of the things that we were interested in or were the biggest ones out of the Netflix TUDUM event. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do that for next year as well, and I just like the event really a lot. And obviously DC fandom is coming up next month, so super excited for that one.